Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to be showing you 23 different command-only items in Minecraft. So if you like my videos like this one, then please make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this one in the future. And so in this video I'll be showing you 14 secret command-only items in Minecraft Java Edition and 9 command-only items in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. So that is 23 in total. And so these are items you can only obtain with commands and not within the creative inventory. And that does include the operator utilities tab. So all of these secret items here do not count for this video. It is just the command only items. So just a thing to keep in mind. But without any further ado, let's get started here on Java Edition and move over to Bedrock Edition afterwards. The first command only item I want to cover here is actually none of these, but it is the spawner minecart. So if you type in the command summon spawner minecart just like this and press enter, you will get this entity over here. Now this one cannot be obtained as an item in the game at all, and it's not even available on Minecraft Bedrock Edition without using external editors. So it's a very secret command only item. And yes, it can spawn in mobs, but not like this. And you also cannot use a spawn egg to add it to this spawner. No, you need to use a separate command to get a spawner minecart that spawns in mobs. And that is this command over here. So we summon in a spawner minecart that has a spawn potential of an allay. And if we do this, then we get a spawner minecart that actually can summon in allay. Just like a regular spawner, however now it's an entity. And of course I will leave all the commands I show you in this video in the description down below, so you can try them out for yourself and get these command only items for yourself in your own Minecraft game. So be sure to check the description for those commands. But alright, let's move on to our second command only item in Java Edition, which is the knowledge book right over here. So the knowledge book has the texture that appears when you look at the recipe book in a crafting table or a furnace, for example. However, it's a very interesting item because it can be used to unlock recipes. So you can get it using this command right over here. So you can do /give @p knowledge book and then add specific recipes that you want the player to unlock. And these can be your custom recipes as well for your custom items you've added to Minecraft, for example. But in this case, we add the recipes for beacon and lodestone to the specific knowledge book. If we then press enter, then we get this knowledge book over here. Now, if we right click this knowledge book, either in survival mode or in creative mode, we will see that we will learn the recipes for both the beacon and also the lodestone. So now if we go into our crafting table, we can check that indeed we now have the recipe for the beacon and for the lodestone, even though we may not have gotten these items before into our inventory. We already obtained the recipes for them to know how to craft them. So it's a very useful item for map makers. Next we have this item over here. Now this looks like a very weird block, but it's actually a player hat. And I can put it on and then I have a Notch hat on my head. So this right over here is Notch's hat and it just represents every single custom player hat you can get in Java Edition using a command. So in this case it is this command right over here. We give ourselves a player hat with the profile name of Notch, and that gives us this one right over here. So in the creative inventory you can find player hats, but it's just the regular Steve hat and never one with a texture on it. And if you want to know more about these custom player hats, I've made a full video on it. Link to that is in the top right of your screen. Go check it out if you want. Then I will combine the next 4 command only items into one category, and that is the uncraftable items. So there are 4 different items in the game that can have the name uncraftable. So there's uncraftable potion, lingering uncraftable potion, splash uncraftable potion, and uncraftable tipped arrow. And you can see that all of these have no effects. And indeed, if we were to drink this uncraftable potion, we do not get a potion effect. We can splash this lingering potion, we get absolutely nothing. There's not even the lingering particles. We can do the splash potion, we get nothing either. And if we were to hit ourselves with the uncraftable tipped arrow, we also do not get any potion effect. So how do we actually get these uncraftable items? Well, it's very simple. Just use the give command to give yourself a potion, but do not add anything after this. Just press enter and this will give you an uncraftable potion. And the same thing happens, of course, with the splash potion, the lingering potion, and the tipped arrow. And there we go. That's how to get these 4 command only items. Similarly, this is a suspicious stew. However, if we were to eat it, we also do not get any potion effect at all, because it's just an empty suspicious stew. There's nothing in here. And to get it, just use /give yourself suspicious stew and enter, and there we go, you get one of these empty suspicious stew. And so if you check your suspicious stew in the creative inventory, you can see that all of these have at least some sort of information written next to them, like saturation or blindness or regeneration or whatever, but these don't have anything at all. There's a clear difference. Next, there is this item over here. Now you might say that's just a regular map. Max stuff, what are you talking about? That's not a secret item or a command only item. I can get that in survival mode. Well, it's actually quite a strange map because we can look at it in our inventory. It just says map. And if we look at it in first person, there is nothing here. So why is it strange? Well, if you get a map, usually it looks something like this. Empty map. And you can hold it in your hand. Then if you right click it, it turns into a filled map. And you can look at it and it has an ID and stuff like that. So it actually works as a map. But the command of the item I have over here is a special map where you don't see the actual map, you just see the item and it has a different texture. So what happens if you right click this one? Well, absolutely nothing. This is just a completely useless map. And to obtain it, just use /give @p filled map and press enter to get this strange map item. In a similar vein, we have also this book over here. This just looks like a regular written book, but if you try to open it, nothing is happening and it just says written book. Well, if you use a book in Quill and then write something important in it, you have to sign it and then give it a name, just like this, and then press sign and close, and then it always gets the name you gave it when you signed, and there's also the author text there along with original. Whereas the written book we have over here is just called written book, and that's all the information we have, and we can't open it like this book over here. So to obtain it, just use /give @p written book and press enter. Alright, so those were the first 10 command only items. Those are only available in Minecraft Java Edition. Now I'll move on to 4 which are available in both Minecraft Java Edition and also Minecraft Bedrock Edition. And I'll show them in Bedrock Edition in just a moment when we switch over to that game. But let's first show them off here in Java Edition. Starting with this slab over here. Now, you might say that's just a regular oak slab, but no, you would be wrong. This is actually a petrified oak slab, where petrified just means that it's turned into stone. And that makes sense, because if we listen very carefully, we will notice that the sound that plays when you place down one of these petrified oak slabs is the sound of stone. Which is very different from the sound of the regular oak slab, as you can hear right there. Furthermore, also the petrified oak slab cannot catch on fire, as it's petrified and so not wooden anymore. And it's not obtainable in the creative inventory, as you can see right here, no petrified oak slab. So the only way to obtain it is to use /give @p petrified oak slab, just like this. Then we have this enchanted book. As you might have already expected, no, this enchanted book does not have any enchantments, unlike all the ones that are available in the creative inventory. And to obtain it, you use /give @p enchanted book. And it's available in both Minecraft Java Edition and also Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Alright, and then the final 2 items to cover here on Java Edition are 2 spawn eggs. And these are the boss spawn eggs. So the wither spawn egg and the ender dragon spawn egg. These are the only 2 spawn eggs that are not available in the creative inventory. And to obtain them, you have to use the give command to give yourself both the wither spawn egg like this, and also the ender dragon spawn egg just like this. And you can probably already understand what these 2 spawn eggs do. If you just fly over here, we can use the wither spawn egg on the ground over here, and it summons in the wither. And the ender dragon spawn egg will of course summon in the ender dragon. There we go. And now they're fighting. And so it makes sense that these spawn eggs are not available in the creative inventory, because these can be very destructive to your Minecraft world. Alright, so those are the 14 command-only items available on Minecraft Java Edition. Now let's switch over to Bedrock Edition to see the command-only items that can be obtained over there. Alright, so here we are. Let's first go over the 4 command-only items that were also available in Java Edition, that are available in Bedrock Edition as well. So those are the Petrified Oak Slab, the Enchanted Book, the Wither Spawn Egg, and the Ender Dragon Spawn Egg. So this wooden slab over here is the same as the Petrified Oak Slab in Java Edition. And to obtain it, it's actually quite a bit more tricky, because you cannot find it here in the creative inventory. As you can see, there's no wooden slab here and also no petrified oak slab. And if you try to use the give command to give yourself a wooden slab, it just gives you an oak slab. So that is also not the correct way to do this. No, what you need to do is you type in the /setBlock command, so setBlock, then your current coordinates like this, and then type in petrified oak slab, and you have the option between petrified oak double slab and petrified oak slab. So if you just do petrified oak slab, then this gets you one of these petrified oak slabs. Now, if you want to get it into your inventory, you would need to use the pick block functionality, which, as you can see on keyboard and mouse, is my button 3, which is the middle mouse button. And on controller, you can bind it over here at the bottom to whatever button you want. So after you've done that, just use that button and then you will get a wooden slab into your inventory just like that. And it has the same functionality as in Java Edition as we discussed before. Indeed, we also have the empty enchanted book. Just do /give add p enchanted book. Enter, and there we go, we get it. And as for the spawn eggs, it's very similar to in Java Edition. /give add p wither spawn egg like this. And also /give add p ender dragon spawn egg just like this. And of course they also summon in the wither and the other dragon here in Bedrock Edition. But alright, let's move on to the final 9 command only items that are exclusive to Minecraft Bedrock Edition. And we'll start with this block over here. This is the border block. So we can place it down and it's just this red wall block over here, which has particles that are emitted from it. And this actually generates a border all the way above and below these blocks, which in theory you cannot pass through in survival mode. So we go into survival, we try to jump over. As you can see, that doesn't work. Even if we go up one more block, for example, we cannot pass this border over here. However, it's not that great of a border because you can just ender pearl straight through if you wanted to. Then the next two command only items are the allow block and the deny block. So the allow block actually allows you to place blocks and break blocks above it in adventure mode. Whereas the deny block makes it impossible to place or break blocks above it in survival mode. So let's show this off. Let's first go over the allow block. So for that we'll go into adventure mode like this. And in adventure mode you cannot break any blocks anywhere. However, we can actually break this sand block on top of the allow block. It's only above. So we can do that and we can also place blocks above the allow block as well. It can be 1 block above the allow block, 2 blocks just as high as the world. As long as it's just above this block right over here. And then as for the deny block, we will go into survival mode. Of course in survival mode you can break and place blocks anywhere you want. However, above the deny block you cannot break blocks and you also cannot place any blocks, as you can see right there. So that is the allow and deny command only items. Alright, then we have 3 more spawn eggs, command only spawn eggs. And so these are the item.spawnegg.name, the NPC spawn egg and the agent spawn egg. This spawn egg over here is a empty spawn egg. And so if you try to use this empty spawn egg, nothing will spawn. And the way to obtain it is to use /give add p spawn egg like this and press enter. This will give us one of these empty spawn eggs. The second spawn egg over here is the NPC spawn egg. We can use it to summon in NPCs. If you want to know more about this mob, I've made a video on it. Link is in the top right of your screen. It is a very useful entity you can use in map making. And to obtain its spawn egg, what you need to do is type in /give add p spawn egg like this. Then put it in number 1 and then put it in number 51 like this. Pressing enter will give you the NPC spawn egg just like that. And then this last command only spawn egg is the agent spawn egg. Now if you try to use it, it will not summon in an agent. So sadly it is non-functional, but it's still a cool command only item to get into your inventory. And the way to do it is to use /give add p spawn egg 1. But now instead of using 51 for the NPC, we use 56 to get the agent spawn egg. And there we go, we got our second agent spawn egg. And interestingly, there is a way to get agents into your Minecraft Bedrock Edition worlds. If you want to know how to do that, I've also made a video on it. Link is in the top right of your screen, so go check that out if you want. Now we move on to this command only item over here. And there's actually a few of them. So we have frosted ice in 4 different variants over here. One without cracks, one with small cracks, one with medium cracks, and one with large cracks. And so this frosted ice is a block that spawns when you use Frostwalker and walk across water. So if you place this down here, you will see that it starts to break over time. And then after it's gone through all of its different stages, it will turn into a water source. So if you just place it over here on land, you can see that will slowly melt over time. And then eventually turn into a new water source, just like that. And so these different states are just visual. We cannot place down the different states, as you can see right there. They are just different states in your inventory. And it will all turn into the same frosted ice block. But to obtain them, what you need to do is type in /give add p frosted ice. This will give you the regular frosted ice over here. Now for the rest, I'll throw away my current frosted ice because there's some weird behavior here. Now, if you do /give add p frosted ice 1 1. Just like this, we'll get the frosted ice with small cracks in it, as you can see right there. Then we can also do it with 1, 2, we get the medium cracks. And then finally we can do 1, 3 to get the large cracks in the item that we have in the inventory. Now the weird behavior occurs if you have multiple of these into your inventory just like this. They will form together and change state. So if you ever place them on top of each other, they will change the visual state in your inventory. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. As you can see, all of those just turned into regular frosted ice. And alright, we'll move on to the final command-only items in Minecraft. And now you might be saying to me, Maxstuff, you're just holding Purpur. That's not a command-only item. Well, it is. And not just one, there is 2 of these command-only Purpur blocks. Because these are actually not Purpur blocks, this is chiseled Purpur. And this over here is deprecated Purpur block 2. So if you grab a regular Purpur block, you will see that these 3 have the exact same texture. There's no difference between them. The only difference comes from the name. So this is chiseled Purpur, deprecated Purpur block 2, and this is Purpur block. And so to obtain these 2 command-only items, what you need to do is the following. So let's throw these away and let's get these secret command-only Purpur blocks. So we type in /give @p Purpur block like this, then 1, and then a data value of 1 like this. This will give us the chiseled Purpur. Now if we change this data value from 1 to 3, that will give us the deprecated Purpur block 2 command only item. And so there we go, those were all 23 command only items in Minecraft. As I said, the commands for all of these are in the description down below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then please subscribe!